Hi, today I'm going to show you how I dye my eyebrows to match the colour of my hair. So as you can see, I've not done anything with them at the moment. I've lightened them slightly last time I bleached my hair, and they've sort of faded a bit now. They're sort of brown colour, if you can see that. So first thing I'm going to do is have a shower and wash my hair and my face. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do from there. Okay, so I've just had a shower. So all I've done so far is, last time I bleached my roots, as you can see, was quite a while ago. But I also did my eyebrows as well. Because of the way eyebrows grow back, they go dark again really quickly. So this is what I do to keep them the same colour as my hair. Right, so what I've got here is a pot of Directions Flamingo Pink. I've got some cotton buds and a tub of Vaseline. So what I'm going to do first, make sure as well you've shaped your eyebrows to the way you usually have them, otherwise you get pink absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to take the Vaseline and sort of put it underneath and on the top, just everywhere you don't want to dye pink. This is the same for when you're dyeing your hair as well. Make sure you get it, put this on the top of your ears, like around here as well, so you've not got pink absolutely everywhere. Okay, and then I'll just open this. What I usually do when I'm dyeing my hair, I always mix my hair colour with conditioner, but because your eyebrows don't take to the colour the same, I just use the colour straight on. So I'm gonna dip my cotton bud into the dye and then just try and get, it doesn't matter if you go over because that's what the Vaseline's for. And you do look ridiculous while you're doing this. Make sure as well that when you're dyeing your eyebrows, you also dye your hair, dye your extensions all at the same time. Just because you can sort of, well then everything's the same colour, because if you're mixing your hair dye and your conditioner, then you can always use different quantities by accident, different ratios of colour and conditioner. So it's always best to do them at the same time. Even though your eyebrows are done differently, you can sort of gauge what colour everything's going to be if you do it all at once. And then everything's sort of on the same cycle of when you've got to do it again. Okay, so I'd leave that, you can leave it as long as you want because it only takes to a certain amount anyway, so just leave it as long as your hair is dyeing for. I always recommend about at least an hour leaving your hair dye on. I'll do another video on that. This is horrible at the moment because I just put shampoo on it, no conditioner. I'll do a video about the shampoo and conditioner I'm using. I'm currently using different types of conditioner to see which ones I prefer. At the moment, the shampoo I'm using, I'll go get, is Aussie Colourmate. I've used quite a few shampoos to try and keep my hair colour in, but this one seems to be the best so far. Right, so I'm going to dye the rest of my hair and then I'm going to show you how I maintain these eyebrows every day. Okay, so I've dried my hair and this is the colour it's turned out. This is with using this conditioner in my hair dye. As you can see, it's sort of, well, it looks bright in this light, but it's not as bright as how I did it last time, where I was using, I think I was using Ignite My Colour by Herbal Essences, but it's sort of got a darker, less vibrant pink, which is quite nice, but if you want it that sort of really light and neon colour, I'd recommend mixing your hair colour with Herbal Essences instead. Right, so this is how my eyebrows have turned out. Don't know if you can see in this light. So they've gone nearly the same colour as my hair, but as you can imagine, if you're washing your face every day, they fade back to that sort of horrible orangey brown colour that you get when you bleach them. I didn't mention before, the bleach I recommend using is either Schwarzkopf Live in like XXL, I think it's called A00, I don't know, like the lightest blonde they do. That's good, but another one I've started using recently is, I think it's L'Oreal Lightening Cream or something. It just feels a lot more delicate on your skin. It doesn't sort of give that horrible tingly burning feeling that some bleaches do. Right, so what I'm going to use to top up my eyebrows and sort of shape them a little bit is, I'm just going to go over them with, this is Stargazer Pink Liquid Eyeliner. And I'll show you what I'm going to do, is if I can do it in there. I'll have to do it in the mirror. Just sort of, just seems to be the perfect match if you've got flamingo pink hair. I'll do a little bit better in the mirror. There you go. So you can see, the light's really bad in here, but you can see that one's sort of a lot darker looking than the other one. Just quickly do the other one so you can see. If you're not used to drawing your eyebrows on every day, it will feel a bit strange to begin with, because when it dries, it kind of dries a little bit hard and it makes your skin feel a bit tight and unusual. But I do it pretty much every day and I'm used to it now. I always seem to make a mess of the ends as well. Do this quickly in my mirror so I can see, because the camera's not very good. I'll just wipe the excess off. So I seem to make a mess. And there we go. My hair needs a bit of straightening, but if I can get in the light, you can see. There you go. Done. Well, thanks for watching. I've been Mickey, and if you like my videos, then obviously subscribe. There'll be more about colouring my hair. Might do a couple on makeup tutorials. I'm not very good at makeup, but I'll give them a go. I do a lot of cosplay and stuff, so if you want to watch any videos on how I make my cosplay, sewing and craft foam tutorials, then yeah, stay tuned. So thanks for watching, bye!